On today's episode of Pursuing Your Financial Freedom, we're going to talk about the second stimulus check that might be headed your way. Also about unemployment benefits. The enhanced ones that have been going on have recently stopped. Are they coming back? How much and so forth? Where's the Congress on everything? Well, that's coming up right now. What's up, everybody? I'm Bill Wilkins, CEO and Certified Financial Planner of Wilkins Wealth Management Group, and welcome back to another episode where I'm striving to bring you life-changing ideas and information, all in order to help you pursue and preserve your vision of financial freedom. And on today's podcast, we're going to talk about the stimulus check, unemployment benefits. Are they going to get extended because they just ran out? We got a lot of people that were counting on those. And right now it's been stopped, and Congress has been trying to work out a deal here for a fair good amount of time. And we're going to talk about what's going on right now and some of the major differences. And a big update that just came out late this afternoon. Let me pull this up for you. Secretary of Treasury Steve Mnuchin just came out with Joint Chiefs of Staff Mark Meadows. And they were talking about if a deal is not done, that there could be President Trump may have executive authority. And he actually came on TV this evening as well, where he could extend some of these items that are not being taken care of yet in the deal. And that would include the unemployment benefits. I heard him when he spoke this evening saying that could be extended to the end of the year if this is not done right away. Also talked about the eviction moratorium on rental or renters, where they would not be able to be evicted unless something came up on everything. So if you're finding this information helpful, please share it out on our YouTube page here, right here on this video. You can hit that. Also, please hit the like button. That'll hopefully help get this out to more people on YouTube. And then you can also, if you want to get future updates on things that we release, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, and we'll get that sent out to you via notifications for you. So we do appreciate you joining on. And I know a lot of this, people are counting on this information and counting on a deal here to come up and what's going to happen. So the big thing that we're seeing, again, as I mentioned, is the updates here coming out Friday evening. The other thing I wanted to talk about on here, I forgot to mention, was also President Trump floated the idea, which he's been doing that, but he sounds like he's even stronger on it, which is including a payroll tax deferral, where you not have payroll tax coming out. But it all gets into how much money this is going to be involved, because right now we're somewhere around $26 trillion in the U.S. government debt, as far as I know, and the two plans being proposed, the one by the House and Senate, the House is about $3 trillion more over 10 years. It's not immediate in 1 year, but $3 trillion over 10 years. And the Republican deal, Senate deal, is a $1 trillion, I believe. And again, I believe both of them are over a 10-year span. But again, this is ever-changing, fluid, so it may be a little bit different. But a couple of the big sticking points that are coming up right now is the unemployment benefit. How much? Because there's people out there that are still unemployed. There's companies still trying to get people back to work and get things back open again under all the situations that are going on. So it's a hard thing. So, and I'll go over the differences here in a minute between the House and the Senate. But the other thing is the state and local tax deduction, which was on the new tax act that came out in 2017, capping the state and local tax deductions at $10,000. And the House is trying to get that, from what I hear, they want that removed as part of this whole deal, which I don't know. I'm not going to get into the different sides of this, but we're trying to get some kind of deal to help people out that really need it. And we're talking about people in states like New York City, probably California, high income tax states, high property taxes, that kind of stuff that it can impact it. So that's a big catch right now that's causing a little bit of disagreements there. And then, how much is going to be paid out in these stimulus checks and unemployment benefits. Also with the schools starting up here, coming up, there is funding that is being proposed by both sides of how much it should be and so forth. We'll go over a little bit of that to get things up and running due to COVID-19, qualifications and all that kind of stuff. But here's a quick look at the differences out there between the two plans. You got the Senate is on the left and the House on the right, the HEALS Act versus the HEROES Act on there. And again, $1 trillion by the Senate, $3 trillion by the House proposal. And then we've got, as far as how much is going to be paid out in a stimulus check, they're pretty much right on agreement with that. $1,200 for individuals, which is what we had before. And then if you're filing joint, it would be $2,400 out as well. And then dependents is a little bit different. So let me get my notes on this because it is a little different on what's out there. And this all, again, depends on your adjusted gross income out there as well. But under unemployment insurance, the Senate bill is proposing cutting, because right now it had been $600, this enhanced benefit that goes on top of your state benefits. But they want to come in at $200 a month on this versus $600 on the actual the House side, which is proposing to continue that on. That's what President Trump was saying. If something's not going to get done, it sounds like he's willing to go somewhere close to that $600 till the end of the year. I could be wrong, but again, we'll see what happens over the weekend if we get any more details on it, on that. So there's differences there, and there's timing differences as well, like the one for the Senate on the $200, it would start out at that, but then would be replaced by a payment covering 70% of a worker's previous wages prior to this COVID-19 situation. And then you would combine that with your regular state unemployment benefits. And then you would have a situation where it would be a max cap, I believe, of $500 per week on that as well. If I said month before, this is weekly, the $200 and the $500. So I apologize if I said that before. And then on the Senate, or excuse me, the House side, there again, $600 a week, but it would also include gig workers, independent contractors, part-time workers, self-employment workers, but those benefits can be eligible even from December this year through March of next year as well. Let me go back to the dependents real quick. That's the one I was going on, and I jumped forward there. But on the dependent side, $500 per dependent, and there's no age cap on the Senate side. On the House side, it's $1,200 for a dependent, but there is I think the max is $3,000 with a total family benefit of like $6,000. But again, this is ever fluid, maybe changing and that type of stuff. So that's a quick update on those. And we got some more that I want to also jump in with you here on and show you this, which has to do with the eviction items as well. So let's pull this up so you can see this. So eviction protection and moratoriums, trying to prevent, again, people from getting evicted because due to, economic situations, the COVID-19, they didn't cause that. It's come out of the blue, and here we are, and you got this situation going on, which is obviously not fun for everybody right now. So trying to extend that both on the renters and the homeowners side. So we don't know exactly. There was some more talk about that. As I mentioned, President Trump said definitely it sounded like on the renter side, but I didn't hear anything on the homeowners, on the homeowner side that it would be extended. And then we've got liability protection from coronavirus illnesses. So you've got a lot of companies and schools that are concerned if they bring the kids back or employees back, that if somebody contracts it, and I've actually seen this with some companies already where their family members are filing lawsuits against these companies saying they didn't do enough to protect them. So that's why this is out there, which I think is a huge thing to try and protect the businesses and schools in a way. So there's got to be some kind of compromise there between not only the employees, the kids, the parents, and the employers to figure this out So they're trying to work through that. And then there's also, child care, the hazard pay, student loans, as I mentioned before, and coronavirus testing, more money for that. And then also for small businesses, trying to continue on the payroll protection program and some employee tax credits that are out there as well. They want to try and extend that through the end of December. I think the actual payroll protection plan or a program ended today as far as what you could get, but I think they're working on extending that as well. So that's a pretty quick update on what's going on and the differences. Hopefully that helps you out. Again, if you find this valuable, want to share it out to people, please do so. Get it out there so people can see this. But in general, if you do have any other questions, please drop them in the comment section. I'll show you that again where you can do that. Cut to this, but right here on the channel or on the video you're watching, there's a comment section. If there's any other kind of details you want to try to have us put out, leave it in there. Any kind of financial planning topics, please leave it in there. And again, if you want to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon, that will also get you further notifications, as I mentioned before. So again, I greatly appreciate you joining the podcast. I hope you have a fantastic, blessed weekend. And until the next podcast, have a good one. Thank you very much.
Too many days in the darkness without a glimpse of the light. Running tired and broken and scared, but I swear I'll never give up. I see you broken and beat, head pulled down over your eyes. Every part of you wants to surrender, darling, you were meant to surrender.